Hey guys, so this is going to be my second sort of help you out techie sort of video for skating. Going to be about spaces today, which this doesn't seem like the most exciting part of your skateboard, but it's important. You should think about it more. What got me thinking about it is I have a whole bunch of different types of precision spaces, and I found that a lot of wheels, they just don't work with precision spaces. Precision spaces are supposed to space your bearings apart to the exact same amount that your wheel's bearing seat does. What that does is it stops your wheel from chattering around when you slide. They just behave better. Everyone knows you should run spaces in longboard wheels, especially if you're doing drifts and pre-drifts and all that sort of jazz. But precision spaces are supposedly better, and I agree. In general, they're much better. You should buy them, even for your cast trucks. You should still run precision spaces if you can. So yeah, I bought these new lovely Colt converters from Terabang. Nat kindly drove out and had a beer with me while he gave them to me. I also got some nice, cool base plates for a new setup. So what got me keen to make this video is that I took one of these wheels into the workshop and measured what the spacer should actually be, and it was just under 10 mil. It's like 9.9 mil. And what most precision spacers are is 0.403 inches, and that's like just over 10 mil. It's like 10.24 millimeters. And when they're trying to make a spacer that's accurate to a thousandth of an inch, 0.3 millimeters is a lot. So yeah, I took these in, measured up what they should actually be, and then made some precision spacers that are just for the set of wheels. So these spacers are 9.96 millimeters or whatever it was for each wheel. So now comes a bit of a trick. To see whether your spacer is the perfect size for your wheel, it should make these noises. If you're just holding the wheel like this, it should make a little chattery noise. I don't know if you can hear that, but you should be able to hear the spacer like rolling around inside, not really held there. Then, if you pinch the bearings, that noise should go away. Shouldn't play at all. And that means that just with a little bit of clamping force, all the spacing is perfect. And hopefully your spacer won't compress because it's steel and nice. And then also the wheel should still be able to spin even when you're holding the two inner bearing faces together. And what that will do is just means your wheel's going to do exactly what it should do. It should just roll cleanly and slide without any chatter, well, depending on the wheel, but yeah, it should minimize chatter. Now, I was like, okay, so that wheel worked perfectly, and now I've got the exact same spacer, bearings, everything in this wheel. And if I do the same thing, just make some noise when I just shake it like that, pinch it, still makes noise. Still spins, but makes noise. So what that means is that the space that I've got in there is too small, it's too short, which means that if I crank this tight on my axle nut, it's going to pull the two inside races together, the two bearings, and just going to reduce the life of your bearing. The wheel's not going to run as fast. It's just not a good time. So what I found is a sneaky trick. Use my trusty bearing removal tool. If I take out this front bearing and flip it over, put it back, nothing should happen. But makes noise, doesn't make any noise, and it still spins just fine. And why that happened was because this bearing, that inside race sticks out slightly less than that inside race. So it doesn't matter how precision your spacer is, if the races of your bearings stick out different amounts or the wrong amount, then you're not going to have a good time. Yeah, that's it. Okay, I have a little addition. If your space is too long, it means that your wheel is going to be able to slide in between the two bearings. And how you know that's happening is if you can do this. and it makes that noise. So it means that if you pull your wheels apart, they're going to slide out. If you push them in, they should click in again. Like that. That means that your bearings are spaced slightly too far apart and your wheels sliding in between them, and that's just going to mean that your slides aren't quite as smooth as they could be. So yeah, that's it.